Hi guys, welcome back to week 2 of my 2017 Project Life. This is the last week I think I'm going to be showing this higher level overview with the card to the right and the bigger layout to the left. I just find that the closer up shots end up working better for most people, and you can see the detail in it even though I do show you the cards at the end. I think that's kind of how I'm going to pursue this. So hopefully that works for most people and you guys are happy and satisfied with that, but that's I think what is going to be happening for the next several weeks at least. I'm going to be doing it that way and just kind of see how it goes. But in the meantime, I am working on this week 2 here, and I ended up adding that doily to the top left of the week card, and I'm taking journaling strips, so I'm going to continue on with the journaling strip theme and add the week date range here on this label. And this label is from Michaels. It I think came from a Martha Stewart collection, and I've had it in my stash for forever. So I'm just adding this. I thought the peachy color of the label worked really well with the We Are Memory Keepers cards that I'm using. So I'm just going to add that there to the top and then trim it off, and I'll use that excess piece later on the picture on the bottom left, and that will be kind of towards the end of this side. So you'll see that in just a little bit. So I'm just playing with this title card. I'm going to add this arrow. It's a gold chipboard arrow, and I believe it's from Heidi Swapp. I just put it on some wax paper because I like to put my items on wax paper because I don't want to lose the sticky, but I always end up adding a little bit more adhesive when I have the chipboard pieces just to make sure that I don't lose that stickiness and they don't fall off of my page. So I just put on wax paper so I can move them around and not commit to sticking them down until I'm happy with them. So I just add the word love this to the bottom right of that photo, and that is from an Amy Tangerine sticker book. It's an old sticker book. I don't remember the name of the collection, but if you're interested, I can always let you know. Just let me know in the comments below. Here is a little Project Life frame that came in a little Project Life chipboard sticker sheet, and I added that to the picture of me. I don't have enough pictures of me and my Project Life, so I do every once in a while like to take a selfie here and there just to make sure people know I actually exist. I know you guys are scrapbookers, you probably feel the same way. Sometimes you guys never make it in the layout either. So on that card there, the floral card, I just added that white doily. It was kind of like a crochet doily, and I just add some staples, and you really couldn't see the staples once you stapled it down because of the fabric or the string, I guess, of the doily. I had that little chipboard lovely banner there, and I just tied some twine through it, and now I'm adding a little word strip. It's a little strip from Tim Holtz. It says it's the little things. I think it says it's the little things that, oh, I can't remember what it says now. Hopefully you guys saw that when it went a little faster than I could read it. Now I'm just taking this little speech bubble 3x4 card that came in the We Are Memory Keepers Project Life kit, and I am just adding a little text that I showed you there in a couple seconds ago that my daughter had sent me and I responded. So that one I wanted, oh no, I'm sorry. This is the actual text message that I got from my daughter's teacher, I think. Now I can't remember. See, it's been too many weeks ago. Hopefully you got a chance to read that when it was up on the screen. I'm trying to remember what that was now. I'm gonna have to go back and look at that. Okay, it was killing me. I had to go back and look. It is from her daughter, my daughter's teacher. She basically won a little award at school for being a role model and not getting distracted by other kids in the class and things. And sometimes she has some troubles with that. She does like to talk quite a bit. So anytime that we can get her focused on her tasks and doing what she's supposed to do is always a good thing. She's a bit of a little chatterbox. So, but that's okay. If that's the only thing that she has struggles with in school, I will take that. She really doesn't have many other issues in school, which is really great. So this is just another little word phrase strip that I'm adding to that label that I talked about earlier. And this is just a journaling strip that I typed up on my computer, and it's just a little information about the picture, the bottom left picture. So I'm going to just stick that there above that photo of my parents. They were in New Orleans and I wanted to get this picture. So I think it's something like living vicariously, or my parents are just chilling, or something like that. I don't remember. But it was from New Orleans. So that is, I believe, this side of the strip as far as most embellishing goes. I'm just going to add a few other word strips and some journaling to the page. And then I'm going to follow it up. Oh, actually, I'm going to do the enamel dots first. I was going to say I'm going to follow it up with some enamel dots, but I'm going to go in and add a couple enamel hearts and enamel dots on this part of the layout. And then I think, yes, then I'm going to add the journaling strips. So I'm just moving some things around to make sure it all made sense. The journaling strips I'm adding right now went with the speech bubble on the right. And then here's kind of what the layout looks like after I've added all the journaling strips. I kind of spared you watching me glue all those little tiny word strips down. And now I'm working on the right hand side. So this card is a picture of some trees and bushes in the front yard of my house when we had like a little mini ice storm, and it was really, really pretty. And I didn't want to only use one or two pictures. I wanted to use all three because you can see the leaves in the bottom left are also that same ice covered leaves, and it was just so beautiful. So in the top right hand corner, I'm making basically a flip pocket. I'll just take my fuse tool and make a little pocket there in the top. So now I'm just working on an embellishment card, and you're going to see here in a second that my card is going to slip over to the right, and I will end up fixing it, so I apologize, but you will see a little bit of a crooked view for a little bit, but I wanted to make sure you guys saw this little part of the process. I'm just layering up a couple different embellishments. I'm using the doily that I used on the right hand side, another one of those little crocheted flowers, a ticket, and the number 7, and there goes the camera. Whoa! It looks like you're going to fall off the table. So I'll catch that here in just a second and get it fixed. So that's what the little embellishment cluster looks like. I will show you a close-up here in just a minute. But first, I'm going to add a little bit of washi tape. I felt like the whole little cluster was floating, and I thought I needed to add a little bit more. Plus, that washi tape goes pretty well with the little phrase chipboard strip that's in the bottom right photo. There we go. And I thought the colors worked well. So that's that. There's that chipboard there. Now I'm going to work on this heart card. I'm just going to add some more phrase stickers and just adding a little extra adhesive so they don't fall off. And then I'm going to work on the photo of my daughter and the puppy. And this is when we first got Bodhi. We've only had him for like, oh no, this picture is we just got the puppy. So we just got him this week. That was the same week as the ice storm that I was mentioning earlier on the bushes. So I added home on top of on the banner, or the banner that says home, and then the little heart, and then I'm adding you are loved. So that's our new puppy Bodhi. He is freaking adorable, and now he's so much bigger because it's already June and this was back in January. He was only about 8 weeks when we had, or 8 or 12 weeks, something like that when we got him. I would have to do the math, but he was born in October. So he was adorable, he was so cute. I had to go out in an ice storm, which really wasn't as bad as I expected, but I got him safe and sound. I totally surprised my daughter. She had no idea we were getting a puppy, so she was very, very excited, and I got the meeting on video, so that was cool. So now I'm just showing you all the little word strips that I've glued down, and you can see there that on this card I'm actually backed it with some pattern paper, and I'm going to be adding some thickers that says beauty, because it was absolutely gorgeous. So this was the next day. We had the ice storm on a Friday, and then on Saturday morning I took these pictures because I probably could have taken hundreds of pictures, but it was a bit slippery and I didn't want to go too far, plus it was really cold. So I'm just adding these, and they fit absolutely perfect. I couldn't have planned it better. So that was really, really awesome. And then of course these are chipboard thickers, so I will add some liquid glue, but I don't think I showed that on camera. So I'm going to add that there, and then that's going to be the little flip card, and then that's the picture, like I said, of the tree branches. So now I'm looking and trying to figure out what else I need to add. I feel like there's some cards that need a little bit more going on with them, so I'm looking through my embellishments and my mists and all that and trying to figure out what else I could do. So this one I wanted to add some journaling on because obviously, like I had mentioned, we just received the puppy, or we just picked the puppy up, and I had a lot to talk about, so I wanted to make sure I documented the information about the day and picking him up and all that. So what I'm doing is just putting this washi tape that I used to anchor the little cluster on the card on the right, and I just put it on paper, and then I punched it out with a little tab punch, and then I'm just stapling it on. And what I'm going to do is put that journaling so it's tucked behind that picture of the puppy. I don't know if I mentioned it, but his name is Bodhi. And so here are those journaling strips there, and now the journaling's hidden, and I still get to use just as many pictures because I had quite a bit of pictures this week. So now I'm just going to cut up more of these journaling strips, and by the magic of TV you should see this fast forward, I hope, or maybe not. So I'm just going to glue those all down, and I go back and forth. Either I use my liquid adhesive, sometimes I use my dot runner. It just kind of depends on how I'm feeling. I do really, really like the look of this, but it is kind of a pain in the butt to put these down. but I'm still going strong. I'm still using the journaling strip. So anyway, hope you guys really like the layout. If you did, give me a thumbs up. If you're not already a subscriber, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. And if you have any questions about any of the product I used or any techniques I used, you can always leave those in the comments below. And if you have just any other questions, that would be great. You can always leave those below as well. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I really appreciate you guys subscribing and joining me over here each and every time I have a video. So I will talk to you guys again next time. Bye.